YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, it is time for another crochet hair review video. And today's crochet hair is the EayonHair tight curly hair. Now, the title was very clear though. It said it's a review video. And what a review video is for my channel is it's not an install DIY tutorial. It is none of that. It is a literal review where I come on here first with my first day impressions of the hair. Literally moments after install, I tell you, was it an easy install, hard install, how many packs I use, where I got the hair from, all those good first day details. And I move on down to 1 week. So after wearing the hair for 1 week, I come back and tell you, has it gone uphill or downhill in the course of that week? And overall, what my nighttime routine has been like with that hair. Then after 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of wear, I come on here on the final day of me wearing the hair, telling you, has it really gone uphill or downhill over the course of that wear, telling you whether it's water friendly, whether I think it's active friendly, and overall whether I recommend you try said hair. Now, there are timestamps down below for those who might want to skip around and watch different parts of today's video. But if you want to watch the continuous flow, just keep watching to see my day one thoughts on this tight curly hair.
A few moments later.
So now coming on here for my day one thoughts on this EayonHair tight curly human hair crochet in 20 inches. It says natural color in my hand, but we'll get into that in a moment. Like I say in my intro, this is not an install video. However, I do have one, and I will link it up above. That install video was sponsored, thankfully, from EayonHair. This review video is not, though. So the review video is not. Everything I say in my install videos is my organic thoughts, and this is still my organic thoughts as well. Now, day one, nothing more that I know than my install, because I just finished filming that 30 seconds ago. So everything I say in that is a repeat, but I'll repeat it for those who want to hear it. Now, it took me maybe about an hour 15 to complete the install. The breakdown, as per usual, was done by my mother. She did 11 braids, all going straight back, coalescing into a little bun in the back of my head. She did do a little bit of leave out. So there's one little sliver right here that is left out. I wanted leave out because I had intentions on dyeing this hair. I didn't dye my last hair, that water curly, but I said, let's dye this hair. So this is the natural color it comes in. I dyed this hair using my Clear All Textures and Tones cherry wood color. I use that on my own hair. That's what I use to dye my own hair. So I always use it to dye bundles. That's one of the good things about dyeing my own hair myself. I know exactly what color my hair is. So I'm a mixologist, a colorologist in myself. So I did dye all but a half of a bundle. So I did get 3 packs from EayonHair. However, I only used 2 to achieve this look. So this is the half of the bundle that is not colored. This is the half of the bundle that is colored. And this is what 1 pack would be. This is 50 strands in this hair, 50 strands in this hand. So for a total of 100 strands come per pack. They say on the site 2 is enough for a full head, and that's what I have. I have 2 full packs in. 2 packs at 20 inches in a natural color is $252. If you want to be a little, froggy, you say, hey, look, I'm going to need 2.5. I want to use 2.5. You have leave out. I don't trust it, girl. I understand that. If you want to get 2.5, that is $277. Again, that's the tight curly in the exact version as I check the EayonHair site as of I'm currently recording. Their shipping time, I believe it says for a custom type of a situation, which I think this is considered one of their custom, 6 to 8 days of processing. So that's not even shipping. And then on top of that, whatever shipping method or, depending on where you live, you have to add that on. So 6 to 8 business days processing and then shipping on top of that. If you have any questions about your shipment, I do love that they have their customer service site right on here as well. Now, in terms of my install, I did highly suggest in that video that if you want an easier removal, only single knot this hair. So only pull the hair through once. Just pull it once, leave it. The more you knot, the more you're going to have an issue with removal. A lot of times in my Wild Wigs video that I just did, a lot of people were saying, well, that's a lot of money for a hair you can't remove. Whoever said you can't remove this hair? Like, who said you cutting this out? no, you can remove it. I removed my water wave hair. I'm going to remove this out my head too in a way that it is reusable, but make it easy upon yourself by only knotting this hair once. The string is the string, the string is the string. Like in my install video, the string is there. Any human hair needs some mechanism to keep it in place. That string is there. The other thing about this hair, it was very full at first. Now, as I was installing it, I was like, I'm pulling it directly from the bundle and it comes in my hand and now it's big. How is it getting big like this? So I did apply product. I used the styling mousse from Mishi and then put the gel, anti-humidity gel. Both of these are frizz-free, anti-humidity, perfect. Even though we're very humid right now, we could be at any moment. I am going to Miami in a couple of weeks. So, and this hair has to come with me. This hair, not has to, like, it don't have to, but the way I just planned this Miami trip yesterday, like this trip just came into my purview yesterday, and I was like, this hair is going to be in my head when I go to Miami. How is that going to work out? We're going to see. I've never taken a human hair to a water destination. You guys know how I feel about it, but we have one coming on a journey with us. Oh, we have one coming on a journey with us. How will this fare? But you'll see that at the final thoughts, because by my 1 week thoughts, I got a little gala to go to. This is a busy, crazy week. And I was nervous because I was like, oh, this is going to be a full hair at the gala. But its hair is almost dry. I'd say it's in a 70% dry like zone right now, and it's not gotten too huge. So I think size wise, I like it. But overall, this is just my day one thoughts. More to come. My nighttime routine will probably be pineappling because that's how I do. But I can't make those assertions now. Something might change. Also, I need to know I did not cut this hair, so this is how it looks 20 inches uncut. You guys know in my install video when I first pulled it out the pack, I was like, okay, 20 inches, what is going on here? Because I was like, child, how is this going to be? But when it's stretched, when it's pulled, when the product's applied, it grew. It grew a bit, but we'll see if all of this holds true in my first week thoughts coming up right now.
1 week later.
So now coming on here for my week one thoughts on this tight, curly human hair crochet from EayonHair. I apologize off rip for anybody who hates it when I film here. So I've gotten a comment before when I film in this side, people say the background's too dark, but because I film most of my content at 8, 9 a.m. when you guys see me in the other room, in the space that you saw a minute ago, I'm filming really, really early in the morning. When I film on this side, at least I get to film in the afternoon. So I apologize. I think it's not washing me out as bad. I hope you guys can still see the color and all of that good stuff. And to apologize, Winnie's in the background. Anybody who never sees my dog, she's with me, so maybe that'll make up for it. I'm filming in the afternoon though, just because I have a gala to go to this evening. I'm so excited. It's my first ever gala, like really formal adulthood gala. That's not prom or something in high school. And I wanted to do my makeup later in the day as opposed to 8 o'clock in the morning, or I didn't want to do it twice because I still want to film content for you guys. So I'm trying to knock out two stones with one. And I'm very excited in myself that this is like a time where I deciding to wear like curly hair to a gala. Like old me would feel like I need to have straight hair. I need to have straight hair for the gala. But adult me has grown up and realized, honey, we ain't got to conform to those standards. I can be curly hair and slay at a gala. I'm excited because let me tell you, when I turned off that camera during that day one thoughts right after that, I was in trouble because it was kind of moist. It was kind of wet when I finished. When that hair dried a bit, I had a mane on my hand. I had a situation on my hand, and I think it's because I just applied water, raked product through. I didn't do a full process like I normally would. So my hair was like, girl, you tried it. You tried it with us. So I woke up the next day, washed the hair, did a whole wash day routine, and I was good to go. Like hair looked good. Like I was nervous. I told my mom, oh, I'm gonna have to take this hair out because how am I gonna go to the gala? I was like, oh my God, I can't go with this. I can't go with it, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna wash it the next day, see how it turns out. Turned out beautifully. Now this isn't the same wash. I actually washed it again today. This morning, I will insert right now as I'm talking. I did actually film that in the other room this morning, and I did washed my hair with Olaplex number 4. I deep conditioned with Olaplex number 8. And then I used the Mishi products that you're seeing me hold up on screen for the actual styling products. And then I actually bought a diffuser. I really like the diffuser that was used on my hair. If you saw me go to a Japanese head spa on this channel a few months ago, the stylist actually used a diffuser for my hair. And I was like, why don't I have a diffuser when I wear my curly hair? Like, I always rely on air drying, but I like the consistency of the curls with the diffuser. So I bought an attachment for my own hair. So I diffuse the curls, and now my hair is completely dry. So this is the accurate representation of this hair if you were to wash it and style it and it dries. This is it. Not fully what you saw in my day one thoughts. This is it. And this is what I looked like last week. And I went through the entire week and I loved it because it performed just like my wash and go. A lot of you guys who watch my crochet hair content, looking at my analytics, my natural hair content watchers are some of my crochet hair watchers, but I think I have a distinctive audience. Like, if you're watching me for my natural hair stuff or you're watching me for my crochet hair stuff, some intermix, but some don't. So you guys don't know how I normally do things when I wear my own hair in a wash and go state, but I usually wash at the beginning of the week. I do a week in my wash and go. So I walk you through the days of my wash and go, day 1 to the end of the week, and then I repeat the process. So I'm a once a week washer when I'm doing a wash and go. I'm not trying to push it to 2 weeks. I'm fine with doing my routine and then moving ahead. That is what I'm going to do with this hair too. I'm going to treat this like a wash and go. So in terms of maintenance, for people who are going to ask what my maintenance routine is like, you know it if you watch my wash and go content, but it's wash once a week, then just let the hair be. Let the hair be the rest of the week. I'm not applying any other products, and I didn't in the last week. And what I do to sleep is I pineapple. You guys, I don't want to mess my hair up too much for the gala. I'll insert my pineappling video. I have it on this channel. I show you how I pineapple both my real hair and crochet hair. That is what I do when I pineapple my hair, is pulling it all up to the front, pulling this hair up, putting a little scrunchie around. I thought I had it around my wrist, but it's like a satin nice scrunchie, and I put my scarf on and lay it on there. Put my scarf on and lay it on there. That's what I do. And yes, the hair over the week grows and grows and grows. We repeat the process. Like Friday into Saturday, or really Saturday morning, repeat the process, move on. Repeat the process, move on. And that's what I would do. So for some people, that's a level of maintenance that they don't want. I don't mind it. Again, I do it when my hair is out anyways. So once a week, you're going to need to wash this hair. I don't think you're going to get away with just putting this hair in and then thinking this is how it's going to be for 3 weeks with nothing done. This is going to be a bit more maintenance than the last hair I tried. The last hair was the water wave. I think with that, and I think in my review video, I say I would wash that hair too, because human hair needs to be washed at a certain level. I don't think I've ever put a human hair in my head and not washed it, because as humans ourselves, doesn't our own hair need washing when it's out, when it's breathing the elements? Some people can go like 5 weeks without washing their real hair. I cannot, and it needs something. So I don't really start having frizz until like we're towards the end of the week. Just like with my own wash and goes, we get expansion, we get a little bit more frizz, but we're repeating the process. At this point, I really like it. I think it's me. I think it's my hair. Like, in my mind, this is hair goals for me. This is where I want to be with my natural hair in like another year, like 20 inches of this. But I know this isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's all right. That is all right with me. But I digress. Let's just move ahead and go to my final thoughts
later.
So now coming on here for my final week thoughts on this EayonHair tight curly style. As you can see from the signage, it has been 4 weeks with this hair. You're seeing it on day 5 of washing. I washed it 5 or maybe 6 days ago. Let me do a little count. 5 days. 5 days ago, I washed it. And usually with this hair, I've been washing it once a week. So this is what 1 week would look like post wash. And again, this is a hair that is going to be a little bit higher maintenance. I mean, it's not synthetic, so it is human hair and it is a curly style. So if you do not do anything to it, it's not going to look good. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now. If you just think, oh, it's human, I can do nothing with it, then you need to gear towards the side of synthetic, because as humans, don't you take care of your own hair up under, even if it's braided a lot of the times? If it's not braided or not crocheted up and it's out and about, you have to do some level of maintenance daily, weekly, to maintain it, either in a silk press or in a curly style. Same thing with another human. You got another human hair in your head, that human's hair needs to be taken care of. Now, my install has gone up and I've gotten a few questions on my install video. Not as much as my last install video, because I think you guys are aware that I do review videos. Like, I think my first install video got a lot of non-followers eyes, so a lot of their questions were like, are you going to uninstall? Are you going to take it out? Or I have this question, I have that question. This video, a little less questions because y'all get it. I'm very thorough. The video, you saw the timestamp. Every question y'all got is answered in this video. Like, I don't leave anything on the table, but you got to bear with me because not leaving anything on the table takes time. And y'all who watch me know. But this comment says, cute, cute, cute. My budget is not quite ready for human hair yet. Any synthetic suggestions for this curl pattern? Completely understand. I think Rasta Free Tahiti curl is the biggest dupe for this hair, I'd say. Again, though, I think we all know synthetic and human totally different. So I'm only going off of looks. I think you guys always are asking me this question in terms of looks, but not terms of a performance, because synthetic and human will never perform in the same way, but they can look, the same. And I think Rasta Free Tahiti curl looks like this hair. So that is a dupe if you're looking for a doopity doop dupe. Also, is this good for swimming? Y'all, every time I do a human video, this the comment that comes up, and I'm just like, why y'all want to be taking human hair to swimming? Take your human hair to swimming. Take your own hair out to swim. Y'all, I like synthetic hair for swimming. Y'all know that's my preference. I'm never changing my preference. My preference is synthetic hair because it's going to retain. That's the whole thing. I don't want to take human anything anywhere at any point, because a human's hair has to be done after the fact. And synthetic hair doesn't. It's a material. It's a fiber. With a human's hair, you have to do a lot. Ironically, I took this hair to Miami. The Miami trip I recently took was impromptu. I didn't have that on my plan. So the thing about swimming with this, I just tried it. I tried swimming in this hair. I went in the water with it, did what I normally do. I did my little water situations, got out of the pool and sat down. To me, again, it goes back to the fact that, like I said at the beginning of this video, it's like my hair. It's like my hair. The thing I love about it is it's like my hair. But the thing about it is I don't take my own hair to a beach. So everything I had to do after, which was go back to the room, I had to wash the hair, which I would do with synthetic hair anyways, but the added level of then I have to style it. Then you have to style this. You don't have to style synthetic hair because synthetic hair will not change. Water or not, synthetic hair doesn't know water. It's like, okay, we're in water. Now what? We don't absorb water, silly girl. We repel it. No water for us. This absorbs it, and then it's like, well, what do we do next? What are you going to style us? What are you going to do? You're going to straighten us? You're going to put some creams and stuff in us? Like, what journey are we on? And I don't think you guys want to do that. I don't think you on vacation, you want to be in a hotel room. I did it for you guys just to show if that's what you want to do, then that's what you can do. But however, do what you want to do. I say do what you want to do. If my whole process in my hotel room doesn't scare you away, swim in it. But I'm always going to be up for synthetic hair. I just recently uploaded my 2025 best swimming hair video. I'll link that up above. Check that out if you want my swim recommendation. Then the next comment says, can you show the removal process when you uninstall? Y'all, I think this is the last video where I'm going to get that comment, because y'all know me. I will always show the removal process. Why would I leave you hanging? Again, I'm not uninstalling it right now, but later me, tomorrow me will come on and uninstall it, and you guys will see that process as I insert it and voice over it right now. actually took it out a few days after the previous shot, so that's why it might look a little bit more big, a little bit messier. But all I do is just find the thread and pull the hair through the loop in the opposite way I pulled it through to install it. You're really doing the reverse method. Never have I ever said it's easy to do the reverse method. It takes a lot of time and patience to do it. But all you're doing is pulling the hair back through the loop in reverse of what you did originally. So I don't know what I just said, but again, there's two things I've realized with the string type hair. You have to have patience and you have to have time. Give yourself a few hours to remove a string hair, especially if your goal is to reinstall it later, which I assume it is with a hair like this. Go slow, take your time, do the reverse mechanisms, take a mirror, look very closely in that mirror, see what you're doing, see where you made the loop, where the loop is. There's that string there. Pull that up a little bit, slide the hair out. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it's tedious, but it's possible. Tedious but possible. So is it active friendly? Yes, I think it's very active friendly. Do I recommend this hair? Yeah, I like it. I really liked it. It was a fun time. It was a me time. Understand that human is not in everyone's budget. So again, giving you a synthetic option in that roster free Tahiti curl, if that's what your heart's desire. I think that's a very comparable hair. But let me know your thoughts down below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I'm all ears and eyes down below in the comments, as well as I want you to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up even if you did not enjoy it. We want all the love and support over here on this channel, as well as we want you subscribed so you don't miss a thing we do on this channel. Make sure you have that notification bell on so that you're alerted when we do new things on this channel. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok at Lia Lavon, with a few more shenanigans and a bit more real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.